Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato Arahato samma sambuddhassa. Good evening, everyone. We are learning how to do dana, right? How to do dana. Then after that, we will learn to whom we should give, right? To whom we should give dana. So previous week we talked about Chalinga Dana Sutta. 6 factors of dana, right? 3 for the donor and 3 for the recipients. As a donor, before you give dana, you must be happy, right? Then while you are giving, you must be happy, and after giving, you must be happy, right? So then only it will be a success of your dana. So therefore, as a donor, having joy before and the present and after the dana, right? So I think we need to have a wisdom, right? So the knowledge and wisdom, so then only we will have the joyous feeling before we do dana, while we are doing dana, then after we give dana. So therefore, as a donor, we need to have these 3 factors, right? So as a recipient must be devoid of lobha, right? Number one factor is the recipient must be devoid of lobha or attachment. Attachment to the offerings or attachment to the dana, right? And also the one who is practicing to remove attachment or lobha. Number 1 criteria. And second one is the recipient must be devoid of hatred or anger, right? So, or someone who is practicing to remove hatred or anger. And third one is the recipient is devoid of delusion or ignorance. So, or someone who is practicing to remove delusion or ignorance. So actually, as a recipient, of course, must be devoid of lobha, dosa, moha, or someone who is stay practicing to remove lobha, dosa, moha, right? So therefore, this is the 3 factors for the recipients. So if you have these 3 factors for the donor and another 3 factors for the recipient, then if you complete all these 6 factors, so your dana is successful, right? So therefore, that is I think the best form of dana. The best form of dana. So as you all know that the Buddha gave different discourses that talk about dana, but depending on condition, depending on the people, right? So therefore, I think that you will find different discourses that talk about dana. So after completing, not all the sutta, we selected the important suttas, right? I think that after completing all these discourses, so you will know what is dana and how to do dana, to who we should give dana, right? At least. So that is very important. I think that is not really difficult. After completing all these a few lessons, so you will usually learn how to do dana, to who you should give, right? So last week, I invited all to ask questions through the emails. Then I got a few questions. So actually, I will not answer the question right now. So the question will be answered accordingly, depending on the topic that we are learning, right? Regarding with the questions that talk about to who we should give, and I will answer those questions. So when we learn that topic, right? So we will touch on the topic, the question, and according to relevant topic, right? The question is as actually I omitted the question, the name of the question. I think that they may not like their name, right? Name to be mentioned. Yeah? So one question: when Venerable Sariputta praised Nanda Mata for her amazing ability to talk directly to Deva King Vasavana, why does she need to go on telling Sariputta of her spiritual attainments? Then I like here, the important question is spiritual attainment, right? Spiritual attainment. As you know, in Nanda Mata Sutta, Venerable Sariputta praised Nanda Mata for her ability to talk to the Deva Kings directly, right? So actually, it's not really easy to have such ability, right? For those who have a virtuous, right? Who have a certain level of concentrations, so they can communicate with the Devas, right? So, but the question said that why does she need to go on telling Sariputta of her spiritual attainments? I think that is a very common question that people believe that, especially in Theravada, we are taught not to tell our attainment, right? Actually, it looks like we are not encouraged to tell our attainment. Actually, it is not in accordance with the Pali Canon. If we just look at this Sutta, Nanda Mata Sutta, it's quite clear that Nanda Mata is non-returner, right? Non-returner. And she talked about 7 qualities of, 7 qualities, her amazing qualities, right? So if we look at this Sutta, it's quite clear that if you have spiritual attainment, you can talk to the people, right? But the point here is, if you don't have, no, you are not allowed to do that. Must be honest, right? And then honesty is very important. If we look at the Vinaya rules for the monks, if we tell anyone that you attain jhana, you attain magga and phala, right? Then if you don't have it, you tell purposely for thinking to get something in return, right? So if you tell the people, so you no longer be a monk. So that is one of the serious offense for the monk. Suppose without having any jhana, I tell the people, last night I was enjoying jhana. If I tell people knowingly that I do not have it, then I no longer became a monk. So I was downgraded. I was downgraded from being a monk, right? So I became a samanera. So that is one of the serious offenses. But if we think that I enjoyed jhana last night, thinking like that. Actually, I do not attain any jhana last night, but in my mind, I thought that it is a jhana. Then I told the people, I told the class, sincerely, right? So I just want to explain the nature of jhana. Then I told the class, last night I was enjoying jhana, so my enjoyment is so and so, right? But if I am honest, so actually it's not any offense. So that is the exemption. That is the exemption, right? So therefore, so if we are honest, if we think that we attain any jhana and magga and phala, then we can tell the people, right? But must be honest, right? If you tell the people expecting something, actually, even though you are not guilty, then there may be, so I think there may be, even though your offering is not that grave or not that big, and there will be certain level of gift, right? So here, honesty is very important. Maybe for that, I think want to share the story of why the Buddha laid down that rule, right? So one time there was a famine. So the monks are living in the respective areas, right? So a group of monks, so they think that if they go Penapana, they hardly get enough food. So therefore they discuss among themselves. So if we lobby each other, and they will get more food, and they will have a more gain, right? So therefore, so in front of the people, and they lobby themselves. He is Sotapanna. He is Arahant, right? Another man also. He is Anagami, Nuratana, like this, right? And he attained jhanas like this. So they lobby themselves. So having heard of those, attainment, the people, they have a impression on them. So they offer a lot. They offer a lot of food, and they provide everything they need, right? Then after rain retreat, so they go to Jedavana to see the Buddha. As usual, the Buddha told them how they live. The Buddha asked them how they live, how is their food, like this, right? So they openly tell the Buddha that how they acquire food, right? Even though many monks around that areas are suffering, right? Even though many monks, they do not have enough food, but they have abundant food, right? Because they lobby each other. For that reason, the Buddha laid down the rule. If anyone who tell the people or who tell anyone about jhana, magga, and phala without attaining them, so he is a guilty of parajika. So parajika here means so they are downgraded. So they no longer be a monk, right? So therefore, here we can learn that without attaining any jhana, without attaining spiritual attainments, right? Without achieving spiritual attainments, so we are not allowed to tell anyone, right? But in other words, so if you have it, you can tell the people, but it must be sincere and honest, right? Suppose I have spiritual attainment, then I told all the students so that they were aspire, right? They were inspired, and they will make a lot of effort to attain spiritual attainment. So if I am sincere, then I can tell my spiritual attainment. I think many of you know that we have a Theravada and Therigata, right? Actually, Thera means the monks and Theri means the nuns, or Bhikkhu and Bhikkhunis, right? So these are story of their life. Then how they joined, how they became monks, then how they strive for the liberation, then how they attain spiritual attainment, right? So I think that especially before they die, and they tell their other monks and nuns, so how they became a nun or how they became a monks, and how they listen the Dharma, and how they practice, and how they understand the Dharma. So I think that, so if we study Theravada and Therigata, so you will see that. So they openly tell their spiritual attainment. So the reason is for aspiration for other people, right? By listening to them, by listening to their life and story of their life, and the listener have an inspiration, right? And they follow suit. So here I think that 2 points. If we have spiritual attainment, we can tell other people honestly, right? With the honesty, right? For the benefit of other people. Without having any spiritual attainment, we are not allowed to. We shouldn't tell the people, right? But if you think that you attain spiritual attainment, you achieve spiritual attainment, then you tell the people, but you are not guilty because you are honest, right? You are honest. So I think the question answer, my answer covered the question, right? Any question? Okay, if no question, let's go. Oh, here, another question. Do you think it is an example that we should follow? I think so, it is an example, right? The example of Nandamata, right? So I think that, first of all, you need to practice to achieve spiritual attainment. Then you can tell the people, right? You can follow her example, right? Another question, how could we have the wisdom to know that the monks to whom we make offerings are Arahants, etc.? So actually, I think to make it short, so we have 3 criteria. As we have learned that 3 factors of recipients, right? Recipients. So you can judge based on your eye, and you can based on your ear, especially 2 faculties, right? You look at the recipients, or the monks or the nuns, right? With your ear, and you also pay attention to them, what they say and what others say about that person, right? Actually, it's not difficult to talk about whether the recipient is devoid of lobha, dosa, moha, or less lobha, dosa, moha. Then you can choose, right? Then you can know. If you see that recipient do not have any greed, any anger at all, any delusion at all, it's Arahant, right? It's Arahant. So I think that based on lobha, dosa, moha, you can decide, right? You can decide. Okay. Let me finish. Please wait for a while. I will come back. Majjhima Nikaya, so we have 2 suttas. So to examine how do we know Arahant, right? So one sutta is called Vimansaka Sutta. So Vimansaka means inquiry, investigation. So in that Sutta, the Buddha encouraged his disciples to investigate whether he is a real Buddha or not. One Sutta. Actually, if I forgot to take note the name of the name of the Sutta. And Majjhima Nikaya, the name of the Sutta is Vimansaka, right? Vimansaka. Then I think I don't want to elaborate all these ones, so you just go and read, right? Vimansaka Sutta. So another one is a Sabbi Sorana Sutta. Sabbi Sorana means 6 purity. 6 purities. Actually, it is nothing but in that Sutta, the Buddha said how to investigate and how to know who is Arahant, right? So in that Sutta, so the Buddha encouraged his disciples to look at 6 faculties. So when he see, when he hear, and when we eat, when we touch, and when we smell, and when we think, right? So in 6 senses, if someone do not have lobha dosa moha, but actually in that Sutta, the Buddha did not use the word lobha dosa moha. Defilements, right? Defilements. If you see defilements, so he is not Arahant, right? Not Arahant. So that Sutta also very, very good one. Sabbi Sorana, right? Sabbi Sorana. So to make it simple, so you can, I think we can investigate, or we can look at, examine the recipients, whether he have lobha dosa moha, right? Whether he has a less lobha dosa moha, or whether he has a lot of lobha dosa moha, right? So you can decide by yourself. If you know what is lobha, what is dosa, and what is moha, right? So I think that the Buddhist teachings are they are linking each other, right? So lobha dosa moha are the root of all evils, right? If someone is too greedy, if someone is too angry, right? If someone is deluded or ignorance, so actually it's not a good recipient, right? Good recipients. So based on that, we can decide. Okay, question? I think better use a microphone so that.
I think I'm loud enough. You mentioned that the recipient should be free from lobha, dosa, and moha. Now, if you offer dana to, say, a monk, and you know that that person is not quite free from these 3 things like lobha, dosa, and moha, does it mean that your effort and your whatever that you are offering, I mean that you do not get merits out of that action? Does it mean so?
If you get something to somebody, if it's a dana, right? But of course, based on what you give, based on to who you give, so you have a different level of result or benefit, right? So even though you are giving dana to the monks and nuns who has a lot of lobha dosa moha, it is still considered as a dana, right? Dana. So actually, the result or benefit of dana based on what you give, right? And to who you give. So I think that if we study to who the topic, to who we should give, who are the recipients, I think it will be quite clear. Even you give some food to the animals, even to the insect, it is considered as a dana, right? Later, I think I will talk about it using one Sutta, right? using one soda. It is considered as a dana, but it may not be much beneficial, right? Much beneficial. Any question? Okay. Microphone. Here. I think we should have a 2 microphone. Or 2, yeah.
My question is this. So I was relating to one of my experience of a friend. She was giving some free tuition. And there was a class.
Free tuition?
Yeah, tuition. So there was this class of students. And there was one student that was particularly rebellious. So I would say somebody who has a lot of
anger.
Anger. And but she was assigned to that student.
Oh.
And she went through a journey where she helped to coach the student, and I think eventually she did get a lot of satisfaction out of that journey.
I see, yeah.
So my question is, the recipient, if they have a lot of dosa or anger, wouldn't they need more of our giving?
But I think, as based on earlier my question, earlier answer, I think that just look at the story of your friend, right? So even though her student is a rebellion and have a lot of anger and hatred, but she didn't give up, right? She trying to teach, continue to teach, but at the end of the day, right? She has a satisfaction, right? But of course here I think that 2 points. So everything you give to somebody, right? Even to the insect, it is considered as a dana, right? Of course, if you have to decide the recipient, right? Someone who is obedient, intelligent. If your friend teach someone who is intelligent and obedient, and her teaching will be much more beneficial, right? But even though her student is always all the time agitated and angry, right? So at the end of the day, her student got some education, right? So anyway, it is still considered beneficial. But of course, the student is intelligent and obedient. Then that student will get more, right? And teacher will have much satisfaction from her teaching, right? Okay, question. Question?
Sorry. So Bhante, so what you're saying is that according to the Sutta, the Buddha's teachings, if you give to someone who is intelligent, it is greater merit than giving to someone who's not so intelligent. Is that? Okay. According to the Sutta, I'm not saying you said it, okay, but according to the teachings, that if you give to someone who is intelligent, it is of greater merit than if you give to someone who is less intelligent.
So I think that if we go back to the story of the students, as I said that if you teach 2 students, one student is intelligent, another one is not. So I think that even though you teach equally, the one who is intelligent will get more, right? Maybe he will become a scholar, or maybe doctor, or some scientist like this, right? So I think that student can do more for the human beings, right? So I think that teaching to 2 students, one is intelligent, another one is not, right? I think teaching to one student who's intelligent will have a much more beneficial, of course. So I think here we can different recipient, right? Recipients. So on this one also, if we compare 2 students, right? So if we teach student who is intelligent, then our effort, then our dana will have much more beneficial, right? And we will have more satisfaction. More satisfaction. Okay, so I think that better go next one, because so I think that some questions will be covered in later part, right? In later time, because we haven't covered all the things about dana yet, right? So I think now we are painting a one picture, right? Not complete yet. Not complete yet. Here another. Here. Giving gift to every man with our good intention should be sufficient. Then I think that when you use dana, we have to use our wisdom, right? Our intelligence. So actually, it is not a discrimination, right? Suppose we have two schools, right? Very poor schools. Then when you compare which school you should give your dana, right? Then actually you have to use your wisdom, your knowledge, and you have to investigate thoroughly, right? One school is very poor. Actually, they are equally poor. But if you give one school, and they will make use of your donation. So if you give another school, they will misuse your donation, right? Which school you are going to give? The school that make use of your donation wisely, right? So therefore, I think that we are not discriminating. So we have to investigate to who you should give, right? Which place you should give, which monastery or which school you should give, right? So I think that we have to, good intention is not enough. Good intention is not enough. So we have to use our wisdom. So in the Noble Eightfold Path, the good intention means second one, right? Second one, Samma Sankappa. Before good intention, right view, right? Right view, Samadhi. Samadhi is nothing but wisdom. So first of all, you must have a wisdom and right view. So then only right intention will come, right? Right intention will come. So even though you have a good intention, if you don't have a right view or wisdom, so your good intention will lead to wrong intention, right? Without wisdom. So therefore, good intention, if we say good intention, of course, a good intention accompanied by wisdom, right? Right view. So therefore, I think that good intention, just intention is not enough, right? We must have wisdom accompanied by wisdom. But of course, if you give some man or someone with a good intention, you will have it is considered a good dana, but it's not that much beneficial, right? So therefore, I think that we should use our wisdom to who we should give, right? Which recipients we should give. Another one. So this is I think that is a question, but she doesn't have a question mark. Just wondering the nature of recipients as discussed in the lessons, in the Chalinga Dana Sutta, 6 criteria of dana, right? It's a way to encourage the lay people to provide material necessities for the Sangha and hence sustaining the monks and nuns community. It's actually this question will be covered when we learn to who we should give. So as I earlier said that even we get food to the animals, even to insect, it is considered as a dana, right? Of course, we are learning Buddhism, we are learning teachings of the Buddha, and some of the suttas may, highlight the donation to the Sangha, right? Donation to the Sangha. So I think that up to now, Chalingarana Sutta talk about the story that Nandamata gave food to the Sangha headed by Venerable Sariputta Moggallana, right? So according to that Sutta, it talk about, of course, it's giving food to the Sangha, but it also implies that whoever you give dana, right? So we can give based on those 6 criteria, right? 6 criteria. I think that it's not referred to only to the Sangha, it refers to everyone. So later part, it will be clear, right? It will be clear. So actually the reason I answered this one is that the sutta that we are going to learn, the dana doesn't mean given to the monks and nuns. It means given to anyone, right? Given to anyone. And given to the parents, given to your friends, given to your monasteries, and given to the monks and nuns. Everything, right? So wherever you give something to somebody, or even to the enemies, so it is considered as a dana, right? So I think that we have to keep it in mind. Normally, if we teach about dana, that people think that giving gift to the Sangha. It's not so, right? I think that wherever you give to somebody or someone, it is considered as a dana. So when we learn what is dana, I have explained that, right? I have explained that. Okay, so let's go to the one sutta. It is Asapurisa Dana Sutta. It means the bad person's dana. Anguttara Nikaya, chapter 5, sutta number 147. Page number 763. Chapter 5. So as I said that when we learn Anguttara Nikaya, we have 11 chapter, right? 11 chapter. So when you keep your documents, when your papers, the copies, then you can arrange according to the chapter, right? Then if the same chapter, so you can keep according to the sutta number, right? Here, chapter 5, sutta number 147, page number 763. So the best person dana, if you are doing in this way, you are not a good person as far as dana is concerned, right? Number one, this sutta shows how not to give gift, right? So when you do dana, do not do all these one. So we have five things, right? 5 rules. Number one, he gives casually. He gives casually means he doesn't prepare offerings neatly and nicely. So I think that is a first criteria. So if you do not prepare your offerings, your gift nicely and neatly, that's not honestly recommended, right? It is a bad manner or a bad behavior. Suppose if you get something to your parents, right? Prepare nicely. If you are going to give food to your parents, and prepare food nicely, right? If you get something to your friends, and prepare the gift nicely and neatly. So if you do not do that, if you do it casually, right? So that means it's not a good dana, right? It's not a good dana. I think it's a very simple one, very simple one. And then that doesn't mean that when you are giving to the monks or nuns, so when you are giving to everybody, right? Everybody. Even you are feeding to your animals, to your dog, right? To your dog. If you prepare food nicely and neatly, that is considered a good dana, right? That is considered a good dana. The number 2, he gives without respect. So you give something to your parents, right? Without respect, just throw away, right? Mommy, that's for you. Yeah, you give away like this without respect. And also, when you offer food to the sangha, then you do it casually without respect, right? It can be without respect me toward recipients as well as offerings, right? Offerings. So I think that when you offer something to everybody, I think giving with the respect is very important, right? The next one, he does not keep with his own hand. Giving something with your 2 hands, right? It shows respect, right? It shows respect. So therefore, so when you offer to the monks, you offer something with your own hand, right? Especially with your 2 hands. It is considered as a respect, right? So you respect to the recipients. Also you respect to the offerings, right? To the gift as well. So therefore this one is very important. Even when you give with your 1 hand, right? Sometimes it is not considered as a unpolite, right? Not polite. So when you receive your certificate at the university hall, the professor will give with the 2 hands, right? So I think that that shows the respect to the recipients, as well as you take care of what you're doing, right? So I think that is also very important. If you do not give something with your own hand, it's not a good, right? Not a good. Number 4, he gives what would be discarded. So I think that suppose you have an old clothes, right? Then you want to clear your house and give away. Actually, you give the same thing, but intention is very important, right? Then of course you want to clear your house, you want to give away all your clothes, but you must know to who you should give, right? And when you should give, right? Actually, there are many poor people who need those things. Then if you choose a good organization, a good place, actually you choose a good recipient, right? Then your dana, even though you clear your house, it is considered a good dana, right? So therefore, I think that's one also. If you give dana, thinking that you want to give away, you want to clear, right? As if you're going to discard all these clothes, etc., right? Etc. And number 5, he gives without a view about the returns of giving. So that is about karma. Actually, as a Buddhist, we believe the karma, right? And it's reset. If we do good, it good reset. If we do bad, it bad reset, right? So thinking that, you give it down. So I think if we look at this soda, it is, how to say, the normal one. Normal soda, I would say that. Normal soda, right? Normal soda. So I think that when you do dana, don't do all these bad behavior, right? Bad behavior. So when you do dana, prepare your offerings nicely and neatly, right? When you do dana, you do with the respect to the recipients as well as your offerings, and try to offer with the old hands, right? Then do not offer as if you're going to discard it, right? And also, we have to believe the karma, right? And it's reject. Based on that, you do dana. So then your donation or dana will be much more beneficial, right? Much more beneficial. So I would say that this is a bad person dana, right? If you do all these behavior when you do dana, it's considered as a bad, right? Question? Okay. Question here?
Bhante, I got two questions.
Okay.
Does not give with his own hand. For example, we want to give to a Bhante and then the Bhante not around, so we put on the table. So how? Is this considered bad? Okay. Then the next thing is, sometimes there's so many people, then the Bhante is talking to somebody and you are rushing for time. If you don't give now, you might not know whether you step out, you might have a chance to give to the Bhante the next round. So and then number 5 is give without a view about the returns of giving. So, but I thought we believe in karma, but the thing is, when you give a gift, right, you don't have any expectation like, hey, I'm giving this dana is good. We shouldn't have that kind of expectation, right?
Okay, it's a good question. Actually, the last one is with the expectation, right? So therefore, I said that this soda is a normal soda, right? It's not high standard, right? So therefore, when the Buddha taught discourse, teachings, so he teach based on the individuals, based on the listeners, right? And sometimes based on the condition and the place, right? So I think that this discourse must have taught to the normal listeners, right? So if we look at this soda, knowing that the karma and its reset, right? So it implying that we have some expectations, right? If I give dana, then I will have a good rebirth in the next life, right? And I will become very rich like this, right? With the expectations. So therefore, if we look at this soda, that is a normal one, right? Not the best one. Later we will learn the best one. Second question is that sometimes the Bhante may not around, and sometimes the devotee bought some food for the monks. So without offering with their hand, they put it on the table, right? Nearby in the carpet. Of course, here what the soda me is, suppose Bhante is ready to receive your donation, right? So here actually we have one devotee from Penang, and he very often come to our temple to offer food to the monks. Actually, I think that he was trained very well, and he knows this soda that. So wherever he offer and he came to the Bhantes and request, he went to offer. Of course, we have to receive his offering, and he offer with these two hands, respectfully. And so I think that we have only a few devotees who do like that. And we also another devotee, and normally she bought some snacks for the Bhante, and he explained what is it. And she also explained the name of the snack, and she offered to the monks with her own hand, 2 hands, right? So there are only a few devotees here, but I think that it depends on the monks here. Normally, we don't have that tradition. I think if devotee offer like that, it will be much better, right? It's showing respect. Okay? Question? Okay.
On point number 4, right? So he gives what would be discarded. I'm just wondering, is this referring to what would be discarded by the recipient?
Oh, no, the giver.
By the donor.
The donor, yeah. The donor. Suppose you have old clothes, right? Then you want to clear or your carpet.
Yeah.
Then you give away, right? But actually, it is if you give away some organization that do not need, I think your donation is not very fruitful, right? But of course, if you give someone who need, right, who need your clothing, even though you have a intention to give away, such dana is much more beneficial. But here, discarded me, the donor want to discard hard things, right?
So I would think the interpretation would be more on the recipient side, whether or not when he gives, does he have an expectation that this gift will be discarded by the recipient? Because if
actually it's not so, because therefore you will see that I write down the Pali. The reason is that when I explain, send information, I know it very clearly. Sometimes, of course, if I do not write Pali, so I do not know what the translator want to tell, right? So here, actually, I write down apawaitan. Apawaitan means as if you are discard, right? It's not for the recipient side. It is from the donor side, right? So you have a lot of food that you have to throw away, right? So anyway, in your mind, if I give, just like you throw away, right? It depends on intention. Suppose you have a lot of food, but thinking that some people may need your food. A different intention, right? One intention you want to throw away. So therefore, you give away. Another way of thinking is, people may need your food, right? Actually, the reason is the same, but intention is different, right? So here is from the donor side, not recipient side, right? Actually, here I want to explain that here I write down some of the Pali word, right? Some of the Pali word. The reason is not for you, for me. Sometimes the translation are not two ways. It's not clear. Then I use Pali word so that when I explain, so I can give accurate explanations. So otherwise, it may lead to wrong interpretation, right? So later, I think I will give you one example for that. Bhikkhu already translated different way, but it will lead to another. It will lead to misinterpretation, right? Okay, so actually, these are normal sutta, right? These are normal sutta. The opposite way of giving gift are that of a good people. So that means if you give offering neatly and nicely, that is a good way. If you do respect with the respect, a good giving. if you give with your own hand, if you give something, and if you keep believing in karma, right, and it resets, so that can be considered as the dana or good people, right? A good people dana. Another one is the opposite one, Sappurisa Dana Sutta, the good person's dana, right? The good person's dana. He gives a gift out of faith. Out of faith is the last one. In previous Sutta, the last one, right? So the believing in dana and its result. So you know, you believe the meaning of dana and the result of dana, right? And the power of dana. So believing that you give away, right? Some people do not believe the power of dana and the result of dana, right? But here, it gives out of faith. So if you do so, wherever you go, and you will become rich with the great wealth and prosperity. So if you are rich now, it is the result of dana. Right? So actually, wherever you give to whoever born in, wherever you are born, you have become rich and with the great wealth and prosperity. So as a result of giving out of faith, you will be handsome. You will be attractive, graceful, possessing supreme beauty or complexion. If you are beautiful, if you are handsome, that is the result of faith or saddha, right? Saddha. So therefore, I think that giving gift out of faith is very important. Actually, the result of dana is having a lot of prosperity, right? Prosperity. So if you want to prosperous, if you want to become rich, especially next life, do dana. But don't forget that you must have a wisdom, right? You have to use your wisdom. You have to use wisdom. So that is very important, I think that. As you know that American is state number 1, right? Actually, they believe the power of giving. So therefore, they give a lot of support to the country, many countries, right? You know, Bill Gates, and he gave away a lot to the African people, right? Especially to fight for the diseases, because he believed the power of giving, right? So therefore, the reason behind is that by giving away, people's life will be getting better, right? So if the world is getting better, their prosperity will be safe. So they are very rich, right? And the other side of the world is very poor. They'll be fighting, right? They'll be fighting each other. So at the end of the day, that fighting will come to US, right? US. So therefore, they need to create a peaceful atmosphere, peaceful nations. So then only their prosperity will be maintained, right? So and one of the reasons they give a lot is that one. Then I think that you might know that after Second World War, So American give a lot of support to the European countries, right? It is well known as a Marshall Plan, right? Marshall Plan. So the reason is, by giving to the Europe countries will develop. If the European countries are in trouble, and they also will have a trouble, right? For that reason, they have to use a lot of material heads to the Europe countries, right? So I think that that is, they believe the power of giving, right? They believe power of the giving. So here also, if you give something, so wherever you are born, you will be rich with a great wealth and prosperity. So that is the result of, how to say, the common result of dana, right? Dana. But if you give a gift out of faith, so you will be handsome and beautiful, attractive, right? Attractive. So later, I think that if we learn also the benefit of giving, and we will know, right? So the donor is loved by many people, right? So therefore, the power of dana is very important. So if you give out of faith, and wherever you are born, you'll be handsome, attractive, graceful, and super beauty of complexion. So that is the result of faith, right? Doing dana out of faith. Second one, he gives a gift respectfully. That is the second criteria. Actually, we have learned in earlier Sutta, right? So actually, giving a gift with the respect is very important. Here, respectfully means prepare a gift neatly and nicely. He treats recipients with the respect, right? Even you are giving something to your children, right? You give with the respectfully. So as a result of dana, as usual, you will be rich with the great wealth and prosperity. So as a result of giving with the respect, your children, your wife and husband, and slaves and servants and workers will be obedient. So that is very important, right? Obedient and lend their ears and applying their mind to understand. So that is very important. Giving something with the respect. If you give something to your children, right? And they will be obedient to you. Actually, you have to practice since they are very young, right? Even now, I think you can start practicing. Normally, when you give away to our children and to our junior, right, younger people, we don't have a respect, right? Here, giving something with the respect means not only to the monks, but also to your parents, even to your children, right? Or young people. So if you give something with the respect, and they will be obedient to you. And the most importantly, they will understand your mind. They will understand. Even you do something wrong, they will understand, right? And they will listen to you. They will listen to you with the respect. So actually, everything is the same, similar result, right? Similar result. If you do something, if you give something with the respect, you will earn respect from the recipients, right? So if you are giving to your children with the respect, and they will be obedient to you. And they will lend their ears, and they will understand your minds, right? They will understand you. So that is the result. Any question? Very clear up to here. No controversy. And that one, he gave a timely gift. I think that's very important. As a result of gift, dana, rich with the great wealth and prosperity. As a result of giving a timely gift, timely benefit come to him in abundance. Wherever you need, whenever you need, everything will be ready, right? So I think that timely giving me, you use your wisdom, right? When your friend is in need, right? Then you give something. When your parents are needing for money, you give money. So when your parents need time, then you give your time, right? So normally they need time, right? So I think that if you look at, I always talk to my sisters. Then I told them, if you take care of your parents, your children will take care of you when you grow old. That is something that is very important. If you treat your parents badly, then your children will treat you in the same way, right? If you treat your parents in a good way, your children will treat you the same way, because they are looking at you, right? So when they are very young, they will not talk to you anything because they obey, right? Out of fear. So when they grow old, no fear at all, right? So therefore, the children are looking at the parents, right? So therefore, I think how they treat to your parents will decide how your children will treat to you, right? So therefore, here also, so when you give timely gift, right? Timely gift, and you have a timely benefit. If your parents need money, then provide money. If your parents need your time, right? Then give your time for some time, right? Normally, we don't give our time. Especially, we don't want to listen what they say. Old people are very talkative, right? Just like a young people. So if you give your time to your parents, I think your children will give you the same thing, right? The same thing. If you treat your parents with the respect, and the children also will treat you with the respect. Here, some devotees, when they come with your children, the children follows their mother or their father footstep, right? If their parents treat the Bhante respectfully, the children also will pay respect to the monks. If the parent do not pay respect to the monk with the respect, the children also will not. Because children are looking at the parents, right? Looking at the parents. I think that is very important. Number 4, he gives a gift wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly. So wholeheartedly, therefore I write down in Pali, nokhita cheto. Actually, nokhita cheto means no attachment to your gift, to your offering. Suppose you are offering something, you are giving something, right? Sometimes you have attachment to your offering, your gift. Whether I should give or I shouldn't give. A lot of hesitation, right? A lot of hesitations. But here, nokhita cheto means no attachment to your offerings, right? To your gift. So I think that is very important. Later, we will learn Chaga no Sati, and the best form of giving, the best form of dana, right? So I think if you follow such type of dana, it is the best, right? It is the best. Here also, nokhita cheto, Bhikkhu Pori translated a different way. Bhikkhu he give a gift and reservedly. How to pronounce this one? Unreservedly, right? What does it mean? The same thing, right? Wholeheartedly. I think the reason, actually, I changed that one myself because for me, I do not understand that one. But it's not the literal meaning. Literal meaning is no attachment to your offerings. So I think that is much more important than wholeheartedly, right? Sometimes you do dana wholeheartedly, but you still have attachment to your offerings, right? Sometimes we need to differentiate between raga and piti, right? Raga and piti. But here, when you do dana, you don't have any attachment to the gift. You give away freely, right? Freely. No underlying meaning, right? So I think that is very important. So as a result of such type of dana, your mind inclines to the enjoyment of 5 kinds of fine sensual pleasures. Some people, even though they are very rich, they are very stingy. They don't want to enjoy life, right? They don't want to enjoy life. They don't want to eat a good food. They don't want to use a good things, right? The reason is, when they do dana, they still have attachment to the gift, right? To the gift. So if you, as a result of giving freely, your mind inclines to enjoying sensual pleasures wholeheartedly, right? Wholeheartedly. So I think that is the same result, right? That is the same result. Any question? No question. Okay, let's go. I think that in your environment, in your neighbors, you will see that some people, they do not enjoy life, right? The reason is this. Of course, there may be many reasons, right? Many reasons. Suppose as a monks, we are not supposed to enjoy sensual pleasures. That means if we do not have desire to enjoy sensual pleasures, that is the best, right? That is the best. But therefore, these are normal teachings, right? Normal teaching for normal people. Normal teaching for the normal people, not for the monks, right? So therefore, when we learn Nikayas, in Gota Nikaya, normally, most of the teachings in Gota Nikaya for lay devotees, right? But of course, there are many teachings for monks and nuns as well. But most of the teachings for lay devotee for normal life can be found in Gota Nikaya, right? But in Sutta Nikaya, connected discourses, we can find discourses for monks and nuns, right? Normally, it's not for normal life. So in Sutta Nikaya, in many Sutta, the Buddha repeatedly explain the danger of enjoying sense pleasures, right? But here, sometimes many suttas, the Buddha taught to normal people, normal lay devotee, right? So the mind incline the enjoyment of sensual pleasures, right? But you cannot find such teaching in Sutta Nikaya. Totally different, right? But we cannot say that they are, contradict. We cannot say that. So the Buddha is talking to different people, right? when the Buddha is talking to the monks, he will say that, so since sensual pleasures are very dangerous, don't try to enjoy, right? Don't try to indulge in sensual pleasures. I think that in one of the Sanyota is a Labha Sakara Sanyota. So in that Sutta, the Buddha explains the danger of gain and success. The danger of gain and success. So if you have a lot of gains means you have a lot of food, you have a lot of clothing as a monk, right? As a monk, we have a lot of places to stay, and we have a lot of condition for the medicines, and so this is a game. And if we are so successful, right? So successful, well known among the people, it is called success, right? Success. So in Labha Sakara Sanyota, the Buddha point out the danger of popularity, and the danger of success, and the danger of gains, right? Actually, if we look at that Sutta, people in the West, normal people, were criticized or were accused of pessimism, right? So the Buddha tell not to have a success, gains, and popularity, right? Like this. Actually, the Buddha want to point out, if we become well-known and popular, if we have a lot of gains, we will attach to them, right? We will attach to them. It's really dangerous. It's really dangerous for our spiritual life. So for that reason, the Buddha point out, success, gain, and achievements, all these are very dangerous, right? So actually, don't think that it's not, the Buddha is talking to the monks, right? Not to the normal lay devotee, right? So we have to understand in this way. If we do not understand, and we will think that these two suttas are contradicting each other. It's not like that, right? It's not like that. So actually, it depends on the listener. The Buddha used different method, right? Different method. And the last one, he gives a gift without injuring himself or others. So that is very important one. Here, the commentary mentioned injuring means praising oneself and denouncing others. So you give, suppose $1,000. Then your friend give only $100. Then you praise yourself, I donate 1,000. Now you can donate only 100. That means you injure yourself as well as others, right? So that is when you do dana, it's very important that you do not injure by yourself and as well as others, right? So I think that it can mean that injuring yourself, right? So it's also mainly, of course, this is a praising and denouncing, praising oneself and denouncing others. It can also mean that you give away a lot, right? Then you don't have any investment. That's also you enjoy yourself, right? Enjoy yourself. It can be like this. So wherever you do dana, so it must not be injuring yourself as well as others, right? So if you do like this, if you do dana like this, there will be no damage, no dangers come to your property from any sources. Your property will be safe, right? Safe. Sometimes, even though you make a lot of money in your business, in one way or another, you lost, right? You lost. But according to this Sutta, of course, because you injure yourself and others, right? According to this Sutta. But of course, losing money may have a lot of factors, right? So according to this Sutta, so if you do dana without injuring yourself and others, so because of that, no damage to your prosperity. So here, sources me, according to this Sutta, we have 5 sources. Because of fire, right? Because of water. Because of the king, right? The king is the government. Because of the government. Even now, people complain, right? How many GST, right? GST going to increase, right? Many people complain. So like this, the government and also because of your children who do not deserve your heritage, right? Another one. Fire, water. No, huh? Sorry? Oh, thief, of course, thank you, because of pipe. Water, fire, thief, the king or the government, and because of the children who is not, how to say, they're not good, right? Not good. So that is, if you do dana out of faith, if you do dana with the respect to the recipients and your gift, if you do timely dana, if you do dana wholeheartedly, if you do dana without injuring yourself and others, so that is called the good person's dana, right? The good person dana. Then I think that if you do dana, trying to follow all these criteria, right? So I think that if we study another Sutta, it will be more complete. That is the same Sutta named Sabbudisa Dana Sutta. The good person's dana, we can call it second Sutta, right? I think better use this one as a criteria. When you do dana, look at this Sutta, whether your dana is in accordance with the Sutta, right? Number 1, the Buddha said, bhikkhus, there are these 8 gifts for a good person. Number 1, he gives what is pure. Suchain deity. Pure means your gift or your gift must obtain in a righteous way. In a righteous way. If you steal it, right? Actually, it's not a pure. If you do not pay tax to the government, it's not pure. Actually, your gift must obtain in a righteous way, right? Righteous way. By telling line, right? By telling line, you say the good, right? If you run a shop and you use a lot of musawara, right? It's not a pure gift, right? Actually here, pure me, page Sabbudisa Dana Sutta, chapter 8, Sutta number 37. Page number 1172. The Sutta that I give today, 1172. Chapter 8, Sutta number 37. So the first criteria is must be pure, right? Must be pure. your donation, your offerings, and your money, your gift must be pure, must obtain in a righteous way. Secondly, you give what is excellent. You give the best things, right? You give the best things. But of course, sometimes you give not excellent, not the best things. It is also considered as a dana, right? Here is if you offer excellent things, the best dana, right? The best dana. Then another one, he gives a timely gift. Look, use your wisdom and use your knowledge. So if people are in need of something, trying to fulfill, trying to give, right? Timely dana. If people are hungry, give food to them. If there is a disaster, right? If famine, and if there is a fighting, right? People are in trouble, trying to give a timely giving, right? Timely dana. Number 4, he gives what is allowable. He gives what is allowable. If you give to the monks, I think you should give allowable donation, right? Allowable donations. Actually, the Buddha taught 4, right? Food, dwellings, medicine, and the clothes, right? The clothes. So these are allowable ones. Regarding with the people, is suitable one. Is suitable one, right? Then you have to use your wisdom, your knowledge, what they need, right? What is suitable for them, right? So sometimes we give a wrong place, we give a wrong person, right? So that is not a allowable one and kapia, right? Then the 5th one, he gives after investigation. That is very important, right? If you want to give something to somebody, to some organization, to some place, investigate thoroughly, right? Whether you should give, you should not give, right? That is also very important. So you have to use your knowledge and wisdom. You investigate, right? Thoroughly. Number 6, he gives often, right? That's very important. Not only one time. Very often, right? He gives often. Number 7, while giving, he makes his mind placid and calm. So when you're giving something, your mind must be calm and placid, right? So without having investigation, right? You will not have this one, right? That's also very important. When you are giving, your mind must be calm and placid. The number 8, after giving, he is elated. So that is very important. After you give something, you must be happy, joyful for that, right? So these are 8 criteria of a good person, right? So if you look at these 8 criteria, then I think that it will be a good dana. It will be a good dana. Page number 1172, right? Page number 1172. Your gift must be pure. I think it is the best to give excellent things, right? Excellent things. And timely one. It should be a timely one. And it should be a allowable one, a suitable one. So you do dana, you should do dana after investigation. You should do dana very often, very often. And while you do dana, your mind must be calm, right? So that you know what you're doing. Then after doing dana, you must be very happy, right? Must be happy. Without having previous criteria, you cannot get number 8, right? You cannot get number 8. So these are, I think that these are very good criteria of doing dana, right? So when you do dana, look at this sutta. Any question? Okay. Microphone over there.
Bhante, okay, according to the sutta here, where it mentioned in a timely manner, I will assume that we are giving food to the monk, it has to be before noon. Yes. And also when they say food allowable, if you refer to the Brahmajala Sutta and the Sampata Sutta, it will mention that certain foods monks are not upset, raw food, live animals and all that. So that these are more often referred to the monks than the lay people?
Actually, as I said that here, allowable, Pali is a kappiya. Kappiya. Kappiya means, of course, it is a, for the monks, we can use allowable. For the other recipients, we can use suitable one. But of course, as a monk, if you offer food to the Sangha, you have to arrange and prepare in a way that it is allowable for the monks. Certain food we cannot eat, right? Then you have to use, you have to cut a little bit so that it is allowable for the monks, right? So actually, but of course, I would say that many monks do not follow those small rules. How to say that? Do not follow thoroughly. But of course, if you want to follow, so you have to make somebody, the food is allowable. So I think that if you offer grapefruit, and you have to cut a little bit, right? So then only it is allowable to eat. So if you offer the grapefruit to the monks, we cannot eat. Have to cut a little bit, right? Then when I was at Samanera, my teacher always do like that. Actually, no. If you want to offer one plate, right? You don't need to do everything, only one. And my teacher told, recite in Pali, Kappiya Grohi. Make this fruit allowable. Yeah, Kappiya. And we have to recite Kappiya Bhante. Bhante, this fruit is allowable. Then when the moment we are reciting that in Pali word, we have to cut with our finger, with our finger. So we have to do like this, right? So then only the monks can eat such a one, right? So I think that so there are only a few monks who follow those small rules, A to Z, right? So actually, I was very lucky that I stay with my great master. Actually, he followed Vinaya rules in detail, every Vinaya rules. So I stay, I can recall anytime. But of course, as I'm staying here, then I do not follow all these small ones. So I think that even I'm talking right now, I visualize my teacher face and the way we do. Kappiya and Grohi. Actually, we have to bring the the grape, like a grape and like orange, right? The orange, if the man eat the fruit that has a seed inside, then we have to make according to Vinaya rules, right? Actually, that is not a, of course it is important, but these rules are laid down because of the people in ancient India. In India, people think that the plant also have the life, right? If we eat orange or grape without making allowable, then it is a small offense, right? The smallest one, small offense. So therefore, when we offer oranges, when we offer grapes, and we have to bring to our master, and he will recite Kapi and Karohi, make this food allowable. And we have to recite Kapi and Bhante. Bhante, this one is allowable. Then we have to cut the oranges. Only one, not everyone. So actually, so some monks, they follow every Vinaya rules in deity, right? I think that is great. So if we can do that, our mind is very pure, right? So therefore, lucky to have such a great master, right? Great master. It's not really easy to have such a good fortune. So I stayed with him for 4 years, right? 4 years. The way he think and the way he behave, actually he very often explain the reason why, right? The reason why. So here, allowable me, you offer something that is allowable to the monks, right? To the monks. If you offer food afternoon, if you offer dinner to the monks, it's not allowable, right? Allowable. Regarding with the money, then I will touch on that when we learn about sila, right? Actually, using money is very critical. I think as a lady body, you should know, right? Later, I will explain when we learn sila. Any question? Last question? Okay. Yeah.
Hi Bhante, is dedication of merits after, say, meditation, is it also a form of dana?
Actually, according to commentaries, dedication of merit or offering of merit or sharing of the merit considered as a dana. Later we will learn, right? Sharing of the merit, we will learn in detail using Sutta, right? It is under dana. Okay, thank you so much, and we will close our class. Yo varatam bhavaro manu Jesu Sakyamuni Bhagavakata Kecho Paragato Bala Vidya Samangi Dan Sukatan Saranatamu Raga Viragama Ninjama Sokan Dhammama Sangha Dhamma Patikulan Marurami Mamba Gunan Suvipatan Dhammami Mansaranatamu Pemi Yatacha De Nama apalamahu chatusu susisu purisayogesu atacha bogala dhammadasate sangami mansaranathamupemi. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Good night, everyone.